Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my 2024 Honda Civic Touring. As with all of my vehicles that I own, I do ownership reviews after every 5,000 miles just to keep everybody updated on what it's been like to own. And alas, here is the first 5,000 mile ownership review on this Civic Touring. Hopefully it doesn't rain here. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, but we'll see what we can get through. So overall, I still love the car. I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions that I've seen in quite a bit of comments. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So as far as customizations go, all I've done was tinted the windows and added a ceramic coating on the paint. If you haven't added a ceramic coating before, highly recommend you do so. It's super cool, it makes it super easy to wash, and it makes it kind of hydrophobic. It's really neat. Great way to protect your paint. As far as carnage goes, I know this wheel here has a little bit of, I guess I wouldn't say curb rash. I hit a pothole and caused a little bit of damage on this wheel. These 18-inch wheels, not very pothole friendly, so it's kind of a little bit unfortunate. As far as the outside goes, that's about it. Let's go ahead and take it for a spin and we'll get into some nitty-gritty details. Still, not a big fan of the perforated leather seats. They're a pain to clean. That hasn't changed at all. Go ahead and start her up. As you can see there, we have 5,300 miles right on the dot. And on this tank, I'm actually averaging 36.3, more to come on that later. But let's go ahead, take this for a drive, and I'll kind of get into everything here shortly. But before I do that, please be sure to like the video if you've enjoyed it so far, and please consider subscribing as well. I try to do car reviews weekly. I still have a 9-to-5 job, so trying to schedule everything is a little bit difficult, but I'm trying my best. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take this for a spin. At exactly 5,000 miles, I got my first oil change completed. Honda recommends that you wait for the wrench, the maintenance minder, to go off before doing any maintenance on their cars. Here, I'll tell you why I changed my oil early. A lot of people, talk about oil dilution in these engines, in these 1.5 liter turbos, and my Honda Accord 2.0 T Sport that I had owned previously, when I pulled the dipstick for this thing and smelled it, it smelled like straight up fuel. The level hadn't changed at all, which is actually pretty nice. So I know there wasn't much fuel going into there, but it did smell a lot like fuel. So I decided right at 5,000 miles to go ahead and get the oil changed and tires rotated, and I'll just keep doing it at every 5,000 miles. So it's a common symptom with any direct injection engine. I've Googled it, done some research of it. A lot of these companies all struggle with the same thing. But luckily, I didn't have any level change in my oil, so it wasn't really getting that much fuel in the oil. So I've had this for about 6 months now, and I've really gotten a lot of seat time in it and been able to take it on some trips and really get to know this car pretty well. I have found that the seats are downright terrible for anything above 3 hours. It kind of honestly feels like I'm sitting on a bicycle seat, and don't have any back support because this does not have any lumbar. I knew that going into it. This car wasn't meant for long trips anyways. It's just meant for a commuter, just around town and to work and some little trips here and there. But that's definitely something to keep in mind, that if you struggle with back issues, lower back issues specifically, this car does not have any lumbar, and you will definitely be begging for a nicer, more comfortable seat. Fuel economy has been very good. So far, lifetime, I have been averaging 35.8 miles a gallon, as you can see there. Now, a little bit about that. My MPG counter is way off when it's hand calculated, like 2 or 3 MPG off. So the true fuel mileage is probably somewhere around high 32, low 33s. I don't know why it's so far off. My wife's CRV Hybrid that she has is spot on when I calculate it, by hand. But I don't know why this is off so far. But 33, I'll take it. That's not bad at all. Definitely a lot better than my 19 Ram I had before this, and it's definitely pretty much paid for itself at this point, so no complaints there at all with that. As far as the quality of the interior goes, the seats have held up pretty well. materials in here are nice, but I have been dealing with rattles like crazy in this interior. And it doesn't matter if it's in the winter or if it's in the summer. I can't figure it out. I took it to the dealer, and of course, you know, on my way to the dealer, it wasn't rattling, so I just said forget it. And, you know, it's hard as a dealer to chase down a rattle that doesn't exist or comes and goes. But I got a video that I took earlier today of a rattle coming from my infotainment system. It's annoying, it's super loud, it's way louder than it is on my phone video. I can't seem to diagnose what in the world is going on. The only way to remedy it is if I come up here and grab the infotainment screen and it completely stops it from rattling. And so it's super annoying to, you know, pay this kind of money for this car, like $32,000. I paid like $29,000 because I got it was like a rebate that was going on. But still, $29,000 is not cheap. What is going on here? Slow moving vehicle. I wonder if it'll let me pass and go around. Hopefully. Hey buddy, I'm here. Cool. Look at the size of that thing. Jeez Louise. Thanks, bud. Anyways, it's a little bit disappointing. I'm going to try a couple fixes that I've read on the forums in Reddit, see if that helps rectify it. It's a common issue with these 11th gen Civics that the infotainment rattles, and it's quite a bit above a bummer. I've been having a rattle down here in the wireless charger occasionally too, but you know, if I put my phone down there, it kind of goes away. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's a Civic, it's a Econobox car, and it's gonna do that." And I'm like, you know, I paid $29,000. I had a 2018 Hyundai Elantra Value Edition that didn't rattle at all. It still doesn't rattle. My sister actually owns the car, so that kind of argument just goes flying out the window, in my opinion. I still love this car. No plans to trade it in, with an asterisk. No plans to trade it in yet. And, you know, plenty here. Floor it. Plenty of power. No complaints there at all. And, you know, gets good fuel economy. CVT is okay. It's a little bit rubber bandy at times, but it makes for a smooth and efficient power delivery. I'm really happy with this car. I do think it's still the best sedan you can buy today. Throw it in this corner. This car is really fun. It really handles extremely nice. Yeah, I said it in my Accord video. Honda splits the difference between sporty and luxury pretty nice in their vehicles. This one could be a little bit less harsh, but you know, it's got the perfect steering weight. It's not too stiff. It's not too loose. You know, it's just a pretty good driver's car. You can kind of hear a lot of the tire noise on this asphalt here. At highway speeds, it does get kind of loud. One question I've been asked by several people actually is, do I plan to trade in on the Civic Hybrid, the upcoming Civic Hybrid? And the answer to that is I don't know yet. I have yet to drive it, and as soon as I get my hands on one, I'll let you guys know. I feel a lot of reviewers are exercising FOMO, you know, fear of missing out, on the Civic Hybrid. You know, if you already have 11th gen, they're like, it rides so much better. I doubt that. I really do. It has the same tire size. Nothing's really changed. They haven't really added much sound insulation from what I've seen and read. I don't see this being any different ride quality wise than this current 11th gen. I could be wrong, so you know, take that with a grain of salt, but I don't feel like the hybrid is going to ride any better than this. Now, I'm excited for the powertrain. The 2-liter hybridized 4-cylinder, you know, making I think 204 horsepower now, is going to be an excellent addition to this car, and I can't wait to drive it and see what kind of MPG it gets. Man, you can hear that Audi in front of us. Things like straight pipe, super loud. Holy Toledo. Apple CarPlay works extremely well. No hiccups in the infotainment at all. Been pretty happy with that. I know a lot of 11th gen. Oh my gosh, listen to that thing. That thing's ridiculous. All right, he's probably going to launch it here. It's an S4. That is so ridiculously loud. Oh well, at least he's having fun. So that'll be it for the 5,000 mile update on my 2024 Honda Civic Touring. I don't think I missed anything. I think I pretty much covered everything. If I did miss something, I'll update you guys in the 10,000 mile review. But yeah, so far I still love the car. It's got its issues, yeah, like every car does. No car is perfect. See, that's the thing, you know, everybody's going to be typing in the comments, oh, you bought a piece of crap, haha, you should have bought a Toyota, blah, 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 you should have bought a Mazda. No car is perfect. Every car is going to have their issues. I can give you a laundry list of issues with Toyota. I can give you a laundry list of issues with Mazda, you know, and even Honda. You know, I just gave you a laundry list. Nothing's going to be perfect. But I think this is still one of the greatest small, compact, mid-size, whatever you want to call it now. I don't know what size these are now. I think this is one of the greatest, that class of sedan that you can buy today. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely subscribe and stay tuned, you know, as I'm going to update you guys along the way on this car. Be sure to like the video as well if you enjoyed it. It helps support me as a creator and kind of pushes out the videos to others as, you know, YouTube's algorithm works and, you know, does its thing. So if you guys could like the video, that would be great. And we'll go ahead and see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.